Of course, there's a bunch of other devices. If you're using something that's internet enabled, such as the Raspberry Pi, has Ethernet that can go online, then possibility would be something like an internet enabled media bridge, right? And this could be, uh, one that says it has a radio tuner on one side, and then it connects to the internet on the other side as a server. So then you might write a smartphone app or something that connects back to your home, and then it transmits audio. So when you're traveling away from home, uh, you could connect back to your home and then listen to your favorite radio show. Well, but of course, many of these are online. They have their own internet radio stations anyway. But my experience has been some of the popular ones are so crowded that you can't connect back in. So they might not support the bandwidth. Whereas the traditional radio, I mean, that's broadcast, right? And if you just tune to it and have your own internet connection, then you're not fighting the connection with other people. So this might be interesting. Um, and of course, you've seen security cameras, you've seen a few other things, right? You can hook up a camera, audio, or a microphone or something, and then digitize that, and then transmit that over the internet. It could be a few other things too. It could be like your own disk, your own network storage, right? So there are many other possibilities. Yeah, but the things, a lot of these are now available as products, but you can probably think about something you would use and combine existing systems in new ways, and that's another way to make a new project. Okay. Okay, so that's what I have for the, the slides, and I'd like to maybe spend a little bit of time just talking about just uh, projects. So as you know, and this has been announced a couple of times, you should probably start forming teams. And our idea is that each team should have ideally three people, could be two, but should not be more than three, because our experience has been that if it's more than three, then at least one person doesn't do any work or doesn't do very much. So 2 to 3 people. You don't have to decide right away, but you might want to start talking to your classmates. And also, what kinds of projects? Well, so there are a few that we mentioned before, right? So, like smart lighting control, I mentioned. Yeah, that part certainly is something we have already. I mean, we meaning my graduate students have started working on, and there's a lot more work that can be done. Uh, Anything you can think of that's related to Bluetooth Low Energy, I think those are great too. Uh, I don't know how many people have experience writing smartphone apps. Raise your hand. Nobody? Really? Okay. I mean, it could be iOS, could be Android. Okay, I was hoping at least one person. um, okay, but you can learn, right? Uh, so okay, because I think one of the cool things about Bluetooth Low Energy is you can interface it with a smartphone uh, or tablet, right? So those would be really interesting too, and I don't think they're difficult because my grad students, they some of them didn't know anything before joining my lab. I'd say, oh, go learn it, and they learn it. So, um, so yeah, I think yeah, that could be an interesting aspect to the project. Okay, so if you have any interest in uh, doing some smartphone app programming and willing to learn, then yeah, that's certainly a good possibility. That makes your project more interesting. Of course, you won't have to start from scratch. We have examples we can give you, right? Say yes, yeah. Okay, and yeah, and then what else? Um, Anything you can think of? Well, I can probably show project ideas. Okay, here are a few that we talked about. So I'll show. Well, here's one. Consider something like this. It's a electronic nameplate. You know what a nameplate is, right? You go to a conference or meeting, I'm an important person, VIP. They would put a nameplate in front of me, and with my name and title, big professor. Okay, and okay, then I feel kind of important. But nameplates are not so environmentally friendly because each time you have to waste some paper. You take the whole sheet and then you fold it and then put it in, and then after that you throw it away. Wouldn't it be nice if it was electronic, right? So that way, and in fact, it would be cool if everybody carries like their phone that can talk to the nameplate. So as you walk by, it detects the closest smartphone that can talk to it. And so I would normally configure my profile, and then if it's nameplate, then it downloads data from my phone or my tag, and then automatically displays my name. Could be my preferred name too. So like if some secretary misspelled my name, well, it wouldn't matter because I would have the correct version. And this could show additional information too. So like some people have really, really long names, especially, I don't know, I had a colleague, Indian long name, like Venkata Subramanian. Wow, it's like 12, 13 letters. And that might not fit, so you might have to go scrolling and back and forth, scroll back and forth just to show the entire name. Or something else. Oh, it might even show not just the name but also the title. So and even URL, like on my Facebook or something. No, I wouldn't, but some other contact information. Right? And so yeah, so that's one possibility. That would be very fitting for this course. And in fact, I think if it would be even better if this was done on like a e-paper, e-paper. Have you seen electronic paper type of devices like Kindle? Have you heard of Kindle? Amazon Kindle. So it's an electronic book. Like that was before iPad came out. And you open this thing, hey, this is on, but it's not really on. It's e-ink, right? So it reads just like a book. Feels the texture is kind of like a book. It feels like paper. But if you have turn a page, it flashes and then it erases the whole thing and then redraws it. So it turns black and then it draws it or something like that. But these things are pretty cool because they don't consume any power at all, just to keep the content. So it's just like paper, but you could refresh the content. So yeah, it'd be nice if it could be combined with e-ink type of display. Okay, but I think this wireless feature is pretty cool. And you can control the display from a little node like that. This one, have you seen this? It's kind of amusing. So the 3D cubeLight. You can buy this for I think about $100 US. So what is it? It's 8 by 8 by 8 cube of LEDs. Then you can create effects like this is a bouncing ball, okay? And then it can turn into like this is fireworks, or it could be like raindrops. So it's you can. It's basically this extension of 2D dot matrix to 3D, so in a volume. So yeah, I can see you all staring at this and you're zoned out. So it's like simulating a raindrop effect, something like that. Okay, so yeah, and something like this, I think, could also be interesting. I mean, there are example designs out there people have done already, but I think this, even some project like this is doable. In fact, one of my TAs has built a baby version of this in the lab on his desk. So it's kind of fun. So yeah, and you might ask the question, how many microcontrollers do I need to control so many lights? Well, if it's 8 by 8 by 8, there are tricks for doing this. You might be able to do it with, I think, just even one might be doable. It could be just a couple. It doesn't need one GPIO pin per bit or per light. There are what they call row and column techniques, so that to control, for example, 64, you just need 8 by 8, so you can multiply the row and column. Okay, so and that's something we'll cover. I mean, at least the basic version in I think a couple weeks. Okay, so kind of amusing, huh? So anyway, so yeah, think about what kinds of projects might interest you, and I think in a couple of weeks, as you get the chance to talk to your classmates or start forming teams, then we can ask different teams to do presentations of what they might want to do. And of course, you should check with us to go over some ideas, because sometimes students think of some crazy ideas that are not realistic. So we want to make sure you could actually finish yours. Okay. Okay. So yeah, and one last thing is next, if you go to